So somebody new to my channel, and as we've already established, new people can simply be a different avatar, and Laura is no longer a stupid, gullible idiot, so now she knows, okay? People on trazodone can have serious side effects. What are you, a fucking doctor? You should be reported. So let's get something really, really clear here, people. Okay? You all need to know this, my friends included. I might have a moral obligation to her, but I have no legal obligation. What that means is no one can fucking report me, okay? If she stopped taking her meds completely and I didn't breathe a word of it, I can't get in trouble. I'm her roommate. I'm not her fucking conservator. I am not her guardian. I am nothing but her roommate and her daughter, okay? Let's get that perfectly clear here. I have no legal obligation, which means no one can report me, alright? In the beginning, that fucking nut house had her on, they wanted chemical restraint. They had her on 100 milligrams, okay? She was passing out here during the day, alright? She didn't need to be on 100 milligrams of trazodone, alright? She's on enough shitload of medication. She didn't need to be on 100 milligrams of trazodone, alright? We cut her down to 25 a night, and she had no adverse side effects whatsoever from being cut down instantly, alright? She was in danger from being on that much. She couldn't even, it was ridiculous, alright? But while we were walking home just now, I did tell her, maybe you shouldn't cut it out cold turkey, Mom. Maybe just taper off, You've been taking 25, we can cut it down to taking 12, alright? But I'm under no obligation to even, she could stop taking her meds, alright? And no one could do anything to me. She's her own guardian, her own executor, okay? I can't stop her from whatever. Technically, I can't. If she wants to give away $10,000 just because she meets some new guy and he could fit, you know what I mean? I have no control over my mother. You need to understand that, people, because it's true, alright? So don't give me your shit. You should be reported. I'm not her nurse. I'm not anything, alright? There's nothing anyone can do to me. I'm not forcing her to take meds, not take meds, or anything. So you guys need to really understand that kind of that shit, alright? Because it's true. No one could do anything to me. I'm simply her fucking roommate. I'm a roommate. I did tell her it's probably not a good idea to cut it out completely. It's better to taper off. Alright? But in the end, it's still up to her. And she agreed with me. She didn't argue. The last couple nights, she hasn't taken the trazodone, and she hasn't been, and she's liked it better. She slept fine during the night, and she hasn't been sleepy during the day. Alright? Don't give me your fucking, you should be reported. Go fuck yourself. Again, it's a new avatar. It doesn't mean it's a new person. It doesn't mean it's not my enemy in disguise. It could be a brand new person. But brand new people need to be aware that I am nothing but her daughter. I have no control over her. Nobody does. No one does. Okay? Auntie used to have that power of attorney, which wasn't even whatever, but no one does. No one does. That's why sometimes there are people who are sick, mentally sick, who happen to have money, and they can do extravagant, weird fucking shit that the outside world thinks, what the fuck are you doing with their own money? There are people that leave $1 million to their pet, okay? I have no control over my mother. And I know she went down from 100 to 25 trazodone, and she was fine. But whatever. That's number one. Number two, Miss C was asking me in comments. I finally read my comments last night. Not all of them, but some of them. What I did to piss off those men, okay? Nothing. The fact of the matter is, it's called, what they did to me is called crazy making, okay? Out of the blue, they start getting on my case about certain videos that might not appeal to them, but I know appeal to other people. That's the thing, okay? I can give you a perfect example. There's a woman out on an amateur in porn, Debbie Dibbs or something. She doesn't float my boat, but she's really popular, okay? Just because you don't like my fucking sexier videos doesn't mean there aren't people that do like them and like them a lot. That's how they get a lot of views, alright? So my so-called friends, who of course at this point they've been following me for months, and I don't want to upset them, so I try to reason with them. You know what I mean? I'm like, well, you know, just because you don't like those videos, you don't have to watch them. And Richard, who's not my friend, but then Colin was going along with him, Richard was like, well, you really think anybody wants to see you with your wet hair and your towel and talking about this? Yeah, that's how come they're popular. That's why they get a lot of views. Just because you don't want to see me in that doesn't mean other people don't. It's the same damn thing with Debbie Dibbs, okay? She doesn't float my boat, but she's very, very popular, okay, as an amateur porn, whatever, okay, her and her boyfriend, apparently, okay, doesn't float my boat. I don't have to float your boat, but if you're my friends, and you're going to sit there, that is what happened, see, that's what happened. And then they turn it all around, and when I'm pretty much reasoning with them, why are you saying this shit to me? Just don't watch the video, and don't try to act like I don't float other people's boats just because I don't float yours in that manner, and blah, blah, whatever. Oh, we weren't saying any such thing. We don't care what video you create. All right, but if you don't care, why did you ever say a word? Had you never said a word, none of this would have happened, and you still would have been my pseudo-friends online. See? That's called crazy making in the world of abuse, where you know your abuser has done something, and you know they've done something, but they're going to sit there and fucking deny it till kingdom come and make you feel like you're crazy, okay? Well, Colin, Stoney, and Phil did the same fucking thing, alright? Not Phil, actually, but because Phil kind of, when I got upset, he kind of just wasn't commenting, but Stoney and Colin, okay? Turning it all around. The comments are all gone, but I have them all in my Hotmail, turning it all around. You know, we don't care what videos you watch. And then they go even more vicious, okay? Did it ever cross your mind that we acted like we were attracted to you just to make you feel good or something? No. Because I have plenty of guys online and in real life, in personal lives or whatnot, that are more attractive or as attractive as you, who do find me attractive. No, it didn't cross my mind, because what would you do that for? What, you know, I don't need you to make me feel good. I have people who genuinely feel that way, who make me feel good, you know? So that's what happened, see? That's what happened. And then, as I told you on the phone, then this was 2 weekends ago. I'm sorry, 3 weekends ago. Okay, 2 weekends ago, not last week, the weekend before. And then I wanted nothing to do with them. And then Colin actually went and wrote to me, exact words practically, please forgive Stoney. He messaged me and told me he's upset that you're mad at him. He doesn't want you mad at him, something like that. And then I thought, oh, okay. So it's water under the bridge, it's fine, everything's fine. No, it was all Colin instigated, blah, blah, whatever. And then I had already read all the comments, and then suddenly there were a whole bunch of new comments. Okay? So it wasn't water under the bridge. And then that was it. Then they all tore into me, and that was all she wrote. But it's a good thing, because now I know that it's all, I know, and I've learned my lesson, and, you know, it'll never happen again. Okay? It'll never happen again. Okay? And as for my mom and the leash, that was my fault, because I didn't want the leash, I had made it less than what it actually was. I never imagined in a million years what happened last Monday could have happened, okay? Never imagined it. So I had given in. I mean, I could have put my foot down and like, whatever, just, you know, shoot. And that was wrong of me. I should have put my foot down, okay? I should have. But I made less of something, and I couldn't foresee that would happen, something like that would happen. But you have to realize, a couple years ago, who would have ever, I can't foresee everything regarding my mother, okay? I can't foresee it. That's the thing. I cannot foresee every little thing, because why would I have ever thought in a million years she would, a couple years ago, okay, not pay attention. We used to have the water bowl for the dogs right there, I guess, for the both dogs, I guess, out in the open, just so they could get to it easily. I don't know why. I'm sure that's where she had it before I moved, but whatever. She gets the chair, the kitchen cabinet's there, and she sticks the one of the legs into the water bowl, the full water bowl, and doesn't realize. Think about it. She had the two dogs at the time. I think, when it happened, or maybe it's like, yeah, she had both dogs. She could have fallen and seriously hurt herself. She could have fallen and seriously hurt herself, and could have fallen and hurt or killed one or the dog. You know what I mean? Anything could have happened. Anything could have happened. Nothing happened, but anything could have. I can't foresee every little thing that might happen with her, okay? Like I said, in response to what Trouble was saying, even if I went and from now on, from this day forward, I took complete control, and she never went, there'd still be times that I'm not home. You get it? There'd still be times where Omar no longer has a leash on him, but someone comes to the door, and you know what I mean? It's not feasible, it's not rational, it's ridiculous, okay? So if we set that aside, that if we're trying to do that just to completely try to think of all things that could possibly happen and go wrong regarding Omar and whatnot, okay? And then you just turn around and be like, well, then you shouldn't be putting that burden on your mom. I don't think that's a big deal for her to take Omar out to pee every few hours, regardless of whether or not I'm home, okay? And she doesn't think it's a big deal either. It is a big deal getting up with him in the morning, but a lot of times she has to get up anyway. A lot of times she goes to bed early and wants to get up, and she wants Omar with her at night, okay? All right? So that's the bottom line, all right? I'm not her fucking nurse. I'm not her guardian. I'm not anything. If I was her guardian and I was trying to get her to not take her meds, well, then I could get in trouble. As her daughter and her roommate living here, no. No. You should be reported. Go fuck yourself. I should be reported. Nothing anyone could do to me. I have no control if she stops taking her meds. In fact, I don't even have to tell anybody if she stops taking her meds. I don't even have to call. I'm not even under obligation to call her psychiatrist or do anything. You understand? Not a legal obligation. No fucking way. Alright? Now, when I first moved in here, alright, but again, no, I can't get in trouble for it. I mean, Auntie scolded me, alright, and I could scold myself, but when I have to deal with the fact that she has to take those segments. But again, we're talking about me morally obligated to say blah, 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 whatever. I'm not legally obligated at all in any manner whatsoever. I'm her fucking roommate who happens to be related, okay? So let's get that perfectly clear, because when I first moved in here, she was on Risperidol, and she was supposed to take it twice a day, and she was only taking it once a day. She didn't want to take it in the afternoon because she was having adverse effects. I knew she wasn't taking it, and I didn't say anything. Alright? I learned my lesson on that. She wound up getting sick. She wasn't committed. She went to the mental hospital. But remember, her fucking sister, her beloved to her sister, was dying slowly. Right? But yeah, she wasn't taking the risperidol like she was supposed to be. Apparently she didn't know how to cut it in half. This was going on before I even moved in. But when she made me aware of it and I kept silent, was that wrong? It was wrong, but it wasn't. I had no legal obligation to, you know what I mean? It was wrong in that I should have not let it happen. But remember, you know, I'm not happy about all these psych meds she's taking. I'm not happy with Auntie. I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with that. And I just, you know. So I shouldn't have done that. But again, I'm not legally obligated. And that's a fucking fact, okay? You can talk to any lawyer. I'm not her guardian. I'm not her guardian. I'm not her conservative. I'm not anything, okay? I'm her daughter living here with her. If she suddenly stopped taking her meds and I didn't say anything, I can't be held responsible. I'm not legally obligated to her, okay? Now, I do keep an eye on her meds. I try to, because the other night her meds were still there. And I said, did you take, I'm like, well, I don't think, you know what I mean? But I'm not always 100%, and I'm not legally obligated to be. Alright? So don't give me your shit, I should be reported because she wants to not take trazodone anymore without getting permission first. Fuck you. Seriously. You guys need to be aware of that, okay? You guys need to be perfectly aware she can do whatever the fuck she wants. Now, I know from past experience, it would behoove me if things are going wrong, if she suddenly doesn't, but she's not. She's taking her meds, she's fine, alright? It's just that fucking trazodone, alright? She went from 100 to 25 cold turkey and she was fine, right? But she's been taking it now for a while, so perhaps she shouldn't go off it cold turkey. But again, if I was ignorant and I allowed her to do that, you know, and remember, I already told her she shouldn't do that, but that was, I think, C was saying to me something about last night in a comment. She didn't say trazodone specifically, and I can't remember everything I say in every video, but, you know, but this asshole, I should be reported. No. If I'm ignorant and I allow my mom, if I don't, you know what I mean, she can do what she wants. But if I don't put my 2 cents in and just let her, like, yeah, do whatever you want, and something happens, I'm not responsible. Alright? So don't give me your fucking shit. I should be reported. It's bullshit. That's what everyone needs to be aware. Okay? Everyone needs to be aware. I'm not her fucking guardian. I'm not her conservator. I'm her daughter. Her daughter who has I'm not only her daughter, I'm her daughter who also has mental illness. I have my own fucking mental problems, okay? Alright? If I'm wrong that she shouldn't go off, if I'm wrong about that and she shouldn't go off the trazodone cold turkey that can have withdrawal symptoms and something happened, I'm not responsible. You understand? I didn't even have to tell you on this video, right? Had I not told you on the video, she was going to go off at cold turkey, and she did the last 2 nights. Okay? If something happened, it's not my problem. Okay? I'm not responsible. I'm not, like, all-knowing about every fucking thing in the universe. Alright? I happen to share things with you guys. I happen to ask you or ask for your input or whatnot, okay? Even regarding Omar and the tick. We just met a neighbor and had a little dog. I said, do you get ticks off of your dogs? And he's like, yeah, all the time. I said, do you take them to the vet? And he's like, no. You know? I don't know about that. Some ticks have disease, some ticks don't. I mean, like I said, I'm not all-knowing, people. So, you know, don't fucking give me your shit. I don't know who this person is. It could be someone who just stumbled across my video, and it's not anyone who's ever known me before. But it's giving me a hard time. You know, are you a doctor? You should be reported. You can't report me. I'm under no legal obligation. If I'm as ignorant as her regarding her meds or her going off stupid trazodone that she doesn't want to take anymore, then, oh well. See, you can't do anything to me. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not any kind of guardian, I'm not forcing her to take meds, not take meds, it's up to her. Alright? But I do try to keep an eye on it. But then she goes places and she has to take the stupid Prolixin during the day. And I said, when I check her meds every week to make sure she's done them correctly, how come your meds are missing the Prolixin? She goes, oh, I put that in a different pill container. But if you put it in a different pill container, I'm not going to know if you take it or not. And she's like, well, sometimes I forget to. See? I'm doing the best I can fucking do here, people, and that is the bottom fucking line. End of story. Alright? You're right. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm not anything. I can only protect her so much, and I'm not all-knowing about all this shit either. Alright? So, fuck any of you who are gonna say shit like that to me, because you're wrong.